Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing some technical analysis on Quant and why I think it could be a 5-6 figure coin. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. Let's jump right into the video. Let's first do some technical analysis on QNT. So I really wouldn't be touching this until around maybe $218 to $200, just because we haven't seen a significant pullback. We're on the daily chart right now, and what we can see is that we have increasing volume with a smaller spread. This is known as stopping volume. Now that we have stopping volume with a doji candle, I do think we're going to continue to the downside. We have 3 hours left, so as long as we don't break this previous high of 390, then we have a pivot high. I think we could see a nice significant pullback down to 218, and I wouldn't be touching this if you're looking for an entry till around 218 to 200, just because you need to have a pullback. Stocks in crypto always pull back. Let's go ahead and jump over the weekly chart and see what's happening. Yes, I don't have much market data, but we're going to go with what we have. And we have 5 days left. Extremely bullish, increasing volume to the upside. It's validating the trend higher. Now we have a very large doji candle, 5 days left. Ideally, we want to see larger volume, which I do think is going to happen because we have 5 days left. But it really depends on if we break this previous 390 level, but I don't think so. I think we're going to continue to come down just because I'm seeing some bearish momentum on the 1 day. Hopefully this will transfer over into the weekly time frame. Let's jump to the monthly time frame. Again, bullish, lighter volume, larger, but with a larger spread. That is the first sign of, this is weird. This is usually you want to see larger volume with a larger spread. Larger volume, smaller spread. There you go. There's our first sign that the buyers are losing steam. 23 days left on this candle. I think we're going to come down and touch $200. Maybe a little above, maybe 220. But first, let's go ahead and jump in right into the video. Again, this is 2 minutes long, so go ahead and skip 2 minutes now if you don't want to watch it.
My favorite thing about Quant is that we invent and push boundaries every day. We live in a hyper-connected world and society that's ever growing and ever increasing. Our purpose at Quant is to unleash the power of networks as connected as the world we live in. Blockchain and DLT, distributed ledger technologies, are transformational and foundational to society. The biggest challenges enterprise face is the lack of interoperability and the ease of use.
Quant is solving the problem of complexity in DLT in 2 ways. One is to make it much easier to use. So we have an API that hides all of the complexity, makes it straightforward for developers to work with DLTs. The other thing is we're making it interoperable. So at the moment, there's lots of areas that are isolated where there's a lot of value, and we connect those together and make them available through the same easy-to-use interface.
We're split into 2 sections, R&D and engineering. So our R&D does the complex heavy lifting and understanding how to solve the problem in a prototype. And then we hand it over to engineering to make it enterprise level application.
Our core technology, Overledger, delivers universal interoperability that is fit for future and enterprise-oriented. We see numerous possibilities for enterprise and developer use cases for Overledger.
The way I see the technology being applied in the mid-market is mainly around finance, so tokenization of assets, new models for syndicated loans, new models for trade finance. There's a number of initiatives in that area, and Overledger will accelerate those because at the moment they are traditional blockchain projects that are working in isolation. The way I see the technology being applied more at a macro scale is systems that are linking countries and linking trade blocks. So EU region, Latin America region, and then specific corridors between countries where many flows are being digitalized on DLT, and those DLTs need linking together to make that work properly.
Quant powers a hyper-connected world of interconnected networks. That's the future.
Now, Quant has a total supply of 14,612,493. Now, Bitcoin has 21 million. So this is 6 million, just about 6-7 million below that market supply, with, the price only being at $300. I think this could easily reach, right now we have a $4.2 billion market cap. I think we can easily get this up to $100 billion. Now at $100 billion, Quant will be just under $7,000. Quant is the only crypto-only project trying to do what they're trying to do. And I think this could absolutely rip and run to the upside. but I really wouldn't be touching it till around that $200 level, maybe $250. I have to see what happens, see the volume, see the price action, see the data around that price, but I really wouldn't be touching it. If you're just looking to buy, I wouldn't be touching it until $200. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. It helps with the channel. You can stay up to date on your cryptocurrencies, and you can learn how to trade. Anyways, love y'all. Peace.